Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
No, now they were fortunate tonight, and I'm not sure we want to get there yet, but they were very fortunate that a guy named Jamal Shead went down in the first half. To me, if Shead doesn't go down, Houston wins this game and they win it. I don't want to say comfortably, but they win this game. You take away the best point guard in the country, and I'm ready to say it. Okay, I've said Tyler Kolek all year. The best all-around point guard of the country is named Jamal Shead.
You want to know why? You could see what Houston is without him.
Oh my God!
They couldn't do anything.
Yes, you can see
nothing.
You can see how
offensively it was like the three of us out there with two other schlumps.
They ran a set through Juwan Roberts. You said they're running their offense through Juwan Roberts.
They were running their offense through Juwan Roberts.
And Emmanuel Sharp went 2 of 7 from the floor tonight, 7 points. That wasn't good enough. Look, at the end of the day, they don't ask you how or why in this tournament.
No,
John Shire at 36 is going to the Elite Eight.
Listen, how many people remember that in Kentucky's lone national title under John Calipari, that Kendall Marshall broke his wrist? How many people remember it? Nobody, right? Nobody. I mean, I do. But
I remember it.
Very few remember and talk about it. Very few, if Duke goes to a Final Four, are going to say, well,
you only can beat who's in front of you. Like, I don't think that should take away what Duke
No.
was able to do.
No.
It's part of the game.
they were fortunate. That's all. They were fortunate.
Yeah.
And what'd you see from Duke to be able to pull out this win? They got 30 points combined from Kyle Filipowski and Jeremy Roach.
I mean, look, we've been saying all year long, right? You can fall in love with the freshmen. You can say that these guys have the NBA talent. You can say whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you need those veterans that are going to be able to make the big plays and big moments. And I thought Filipowski was terrific, right? Like the thing that stood out to me the most about this Duke game is they didn't get as beat up as I thought they were going to get.
No.
And they gave it back to them a little bit too. Like this was a situation where early on it looked like Duke was overmatched physically, and
it did.
I think that Houston jumped out to an 8-0 lead.
Yeah, Duke had 10 points for the first 14 minutes of the game.
But what happened was it was like 10-2 at one point, and then Houston didn't score for like 8 minutes.
Yes.
And Duke, it's not like Duke made a run, but they hung around and they got the stops and they got the loose balls and they got the rebounds and they found their way to get to the game and they got to the rhythm and they put themselves in a position where they were going to be able to make some plays down the stretch, and that's what they needed. And yes, they got a little bit lucky
Houston, good offense.
That's fine. That's fine.
All.
But Duke still had to beat them. And
No,
here's
I
the
get
thing.
it. I
And you
get
know what
it.
that turned into? Once they stopped being able to run offense, it was strictly a rugby match. It was
Right,
let's
that's what
go
it
out
was.
there
That's
and you
right.
have like
Hey.
the only way they can win it is by basically playing football. And
Hey.
you know what Duke did? They took every single one of those punches and they survived.
Jeremy
gotta give
Roach
them credit
made
for
a
that.
huge pull-up late in the game.
Yeah.
With about a minute and a half, 2 minutes left. Huge play. Filipowski in the play before had lost the ball out of bounds. Houston came down the other end. Couldn't finish. They had 2 or 3 opportunities, point blank. Didn't make him. Roach comes back down, extends it, I think, to 6, and that was pretty much it.
You know what I'm thinking? As Jeremy said tonight, throughout some key moments, what we saw 2 years ago when Duke made it all the way in the Final Four. Jeremy Roach was the alpha when Duke needed a play.
Listen, the bottom line is, again, obviously you give Duke credit. They were able to, like Rob said, they were able to grind it out and win a game against a tough team. Not the most talented Duke, Houston team, but a tough Houston team. No matter who you put on the floor, they're going to fight you. They're going to kill you in the paint. They're going to grab you. They're going to hold you. They're going to do whatever they can. And to me, Duke showed a level of toughness. That's what we want to see from them. They showed that. That's going to help them in the next game.
Can you believe it that we are guaranteed an ACC Final Four team, the winner of Duke and State, which, by the way, we've got 20 seconds. We're going to get to them. If there's a winner tonight, NC State ain't afraid of Duke. They just beat them in the ACC tournament.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field 68 content.